in the chat and talk with you while I watch this episode. So, oh, it's now up on YouTube. Well, I'll just say it again. uh, for those of you watching on our YouTube channel, please make sure to go to riff.tv/fairytale podcast. Join Riff so you can join me in the conversation here in the chat and I can talk back and forth with you guys. That having been said, let's go ahead and start with episode 4 of Ace of Diamond. I'm excited because I mean, yes, I've seen this multiple times, but it's still fun to watch. It's not often with my ADHD that I find a show that I like rewatching, so that's why I enjoy this so much. So let's go ahead and get started as soon as I tweet that. Okay, cool. I have tweeted out that we are live and I have sent the link. So there we go. Oh, come on, sync it up. Do, 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 do. Oh, there he is running. He's going to be running a lot. Okay, skipping through there. I like to try and skip through those, but everybody make sure that you keep an eye on your timer. Or the other reason to go onto riff.tv and join up is because when you actually join me when I'm doing these live, you can watch the show right along with me, even though it's basically like right over here and very small. It's still there and you can watch it with me, but having the timer there, really good. So here we are at 2 minutes 7 seconds in. For those of you watching this later, 3, 2, 1, start. I say start, and yet it has to sync. So there we go. Okay, now we go. Episode is called Are You Like Me? See, there we go. We hear first years now. Not saying the grade levels. I appreciate that. Yeah, running. I love that. You woke up for half a second and then passed the fuck out. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I feel bad for him, but at the same time, he is stupid enough to actually say that out loud. Zengokseha. You're going to hear that phrase a lot talking about going to nationals. Zengokseha. I mean, this is really early days. Super straightforward. She throw that at him? What the fuck? Why was I hit by a tire? That's great. She says that, and yet, you know something's going to go down. I'll give him this. He's got a persistent training regimen, and it does look hardcore. Now you get to see the players actually play. Boy is so fast. Aggressive as hell. First and third, no outs. Oh, Tetsu, their captain. Boy is a beast. Oh, what's Sawamura doing? If you're watching on Riff, leave me comments. I'd be glad to respond. God, he really is an idiot. Ah, Furuya. Finally meeting Furuya. Yes, Furuya. Yeah. There's your rival. Hey, Gilly, thanks for subscribing. We're going to be doing this a lot more as time goes on. Look for these daily. We've got a hard fastball and a moving fastball. Yeah, it's definitely your rival. Gilly, we haven't worked that out yet. Today's more or less just a test to try things out and stuff. And I'll be streaming 2 more episodes of Ace of Diamond after this.
And then at 6 o'clock Central Time, Mira is going to be starting up.
And there we go. I'm going to end the stream in a minute. But Mira's going to be starting up RWBY where she left off. And she hasn't seen RWBY before, so it's going to be brand new stuff to her. So this is going to be a fun reaction to check out. And you guys get to watch it live. That's what's even more fun. But we're testing out Riff. We're testing out Verve. All this new stuff. So everything that we're doing right now is just a test for what we might be doing later. So that's more or less how it's going at the moment. So we don't have a planned schedule. We got 8 more weeks until Fairy Tail the manga ends. So again, we're testing stuff out to just try and see what we want to do here, and then we'll have probably more of a set schedule. But I think we're going to do this daily, at least, and we'll probably do it in the afternoons, the evenings, all that stuff. I may go late into the night, whatever. But yeah, for now, it's just a test. I don't know when the next time I'll be streaming is. I may do it tomorrow, but I do want to stream some more contemporary stuff as well as stuff that I think is underrated, which is why I chose Ace of Diamond, because when it comes to sports anime, a lot of people know about Haikyuu, and for good reason. Haikyuu is amazing, but I think Ace of Diamond is one of those series that kind of flies under the radar, and it definitely deserves more attention. I like the fact that it's not your typical, it is and it isn't your typical kind of sports anime. Like, the character doesn't suddenly start getting really good. They do see that he has some skill, but unlike Hinata, they don't just put him in right away. Like, he has to work and work and work to get in there. He has to get on the team. And season 1 is 75 episodes and season 2 is 50. And the manga obviously is still going on. And actually, where season 2 ends is where the manga split itself into parts. Basically, where season 2 ends in the manga is the end of Act 1. And so now we've got Ace of Diamond Act 2, and the most recent chapter dropped yesterday, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, it dropped yesterday. And give me just a second, because I'm looking it up. I want to check what chapter it was that came out yesterday. It was chapter 81. So there's only been 81 chapters of the second act that have released, at least over here so far. When it comes to what's out in Japan, they may be a couple of chapters ahead of us, or ahead of what we get here in the US. But yeah, I will be back in just a couple of minutes with episode 5. So I'll see you in just a bit.